Welcome to Rufus, a legendary spot on the Columbia River Gorge, where nature puts on a daily show of raw power and endless possibilities. Upriver, the dam's presence is impossible to ignore, especially in spring, when its substantial current shapes the river's personality. But it's the thermal winds that make this place special, rushing relentlessly from the coast west to east, creating perfect conditions for water sports enthusiasts. The flat landing area provides easy access for everyone looking to get their adrenaline fix. Watch as wing foilers dance across massive swells, literally flying above the water's surface, while kiteboarders launch themselves skyward, turning the gorge into their personal playground. And yes, there's always that one traditional windsurfer, stubbornly mowing the lawn, back and forth, perhaps wondering where the sport's glory days went.
Rolling down the gorge where the river runs wild. Rufus in my sights, feeling windy and styled. Free camps a gift, bathrooms a plus, but the current don't care, it'll snatch you and run. Swells pumping, kiters jumping, wing foilers carving, windsurfers thumping, but don't get snagged by a line from shore. John from White Swan's fishing hardcore. Launch zones tight, locals fishing close, so stay in your lane or you'll pay the most. Indian takeout, spice in the air, better than any burrito you'll dare. The other bank's busy, rods in flight, so don't come in hot or you'll start a fight. But the vibe's all time, the wind's your friend. Just rig with care and send it again. Swells pumping, kiters jumping, wing foilers carving, windsurfers thumping, foam and spray, and a whole lot of soul. Welcome to Rufus.
All right, this is a new series of trip reports. I did a bunch of YouTubing, tried to find details on all the areas in the Hood River. I didn't find anything, so I'm gonna break down a few of them. Rufus, this is the first spot I came on day one. It was nuking. It got up to 42 knots, and I was on my 2.5.
Rufus got you twisted, roasted, and blown down river? Come fuel up where the real legends recover. Curry charge. Kebabs. Curry. Nan that'll slap the wind right back into your soul. You can't jibe hungry, that's just facts. Curry charge. Fuel your send. Eat like a storm god.
So Rufus has tons of free camping. There's bathrooms. It's big, wide open expanse. So I can't see it getting too packed, although in the summertime it does. It's May 15th right now, and sun's out in a 4 mil. It was supposed to be a rest day today, but the wind's already probably, well, I'm gonna go at my 3.5. But a couple things to know here at Rufus. There's a ton of current, and the current goes this way. It goes towards the ocean, and the wind blows this way. So if you have a problem where if you pop a wing or something goes wrong and you're on the other side of the river, by the time you start paddling, you're probably going you're going 100 meters every 2-3 minutes. So you're moving quite fast. Maybe it's every 5 minutes. I don't know what it is. It's really fast. I could probably look up the data, but essentially I was on the other side. I put a foil through my wing and had to paddle. And I could see my truck. I was up at the top. This is the bottom, sort of the catch basin here. There's an island. And if you miss this, you're gonna keep drifting potentially a long way. So I was paddling like a mofo, seeing the land, my truck disappear. And I did get in, but I was getting a little panicked. Now, worst case scenario, I guess I'm just hitchhiking in my wetsuit and leaving my board. And, likely everyone's pretty awesome here. Somebody picked me up and they realized I had a problem. But just something to note. If you want to play it safe, stay on this side. Then if you have a problem, it's a shorter paddle. Also, if you stay up closer to the dam, it'll give you more time if you have a problem to paddle in if you're on the other side. So a couple things to note that way. Now, there is sort of a back eddy that happened. So as I got closer, all of a sudden I was panicking a little bit, and then the back eddy effect pushed me the opposite direction as I got within 100 feet of shore. So that's good to know. Here, they say it's more of an advanced spot, but I don't know, like other than those things like the current and drifting down and missing your spot, like it's pretty safe getting in and out. I don't know. If you can jibe and get up in waves, if you're, can do a bit of wave riding, like I would say intermediate. It's not too bad.
All right, that's a wrap on Rufus. The current was strong, the swell was spicy, and I'm still digesting that vindaloo. If you liked the video, drop a comment and let me know. More humor? More AI madness? Or just more raw footage of middle-aged men getting launched? I've got a new 500x zoom lens, which means cleaner footage, tighter shots, and less, is that a foil or a river ghost? Speculation. Next up, we're heading home to the Wind Playground at Ross Bay in Victoria. Trust me, it's gonna be a wild one. Subscribe, share, send it. I'm Nolan, and this is Curry Chargin' Approved.